Hello everyone, my name is Hanusha Sharma. My roll number is A019. In this video, I will be walking you through my Power BI dashboard project. I'll start with where I got the data from, how I cleaned it using Power Query, and then move into the final dashboard and the insight it provides. So as per the project guidelines, there were certain criteria that needed to be fulfilled. So I selected my data from Kaggle, the healthcare data set, which consists of 15 variables, over 1000 patient records. It also includes numeric variables, character variables, and date variables. So the dataset fully satisfies all the selection criteria. I downloaded the dataset as a CSV file and then converted it into an Excel workbook. Later on, I loaded that file into Power BI desktop using the get data in an Excel workbook. So I got my data loaded into Power BI desktop. After it was loaded, I clicked on transform data to open Power Query and started cleaning the data. So this is the Power Query. I started cleaning the data. Okay. So after opening my Power Query, I performed a series of transformation steps to ensure the data was clean and ready for analysis. So first, there was promotion of headers. I promoted the headers. The first row were all promoted to headers, so all column names were properly assigned. Next, I changed the data types. So I corrected the data types for all the columns. For example, age as whole number, billing amount as decimal number, admission and discharge date as date, text fields like name, gender, doctor as text. So this ensured accurate calculations and helped me to prevent errors later on in creating the dashboard. Next, I removed the blank rows in the dataset to maintain data quality. Next, I trimmed the text to remove leading and trailing spaces from columns like doctor, hospital, insurance providers, so that later on it won't be a problem in the dataset. Next, I cleaned the text so as to remove any non-printable characters. So it helped me prevent issues while creating slicers. Next, I added index and renamed it as index. So I renamed the index as patient ID to make it a unique key for each record. After completing all of these transformations, I clicked close and apply and loaded the clean dataset into Power BI. This was my clean dataset. After loading the clean data in Power BI, I created a few important DAX measures. So these were the measures I created. First was average billing. It calculated how much on an average a patient was billed. The second was high value patients, which counted how many patients have billing amounts above 50,000, since these are usually considered as financially significant cases. Third is total billing amount, so it adds up all the billing amounts to show a hospital's overall revenue. And then lastly was total patients, which gives the unique number of patients in the dataset. These measures help me build KPIs and made the dashboard more meaningful. Now starting off with the first page. On the first page of my dashboard, I focused on giving a clear overview of patient volume and revenue patterns. So the main visual here is a bar chart showing billing amount by medical condition. This quickly highlights which diseases are contributing the most to overall billing. Conditions like cancer, diabetes, and asthma are having high billing amounts. So it indicates that it has costlier and longer treatments. Then on the right, I added slices for medical conditions, so you can apply it and you can observe the change in the rest of the visuals as well. For gender, female or male, medication, and test results. These filters will let the user interact with the report and drill into specific patient groups. For example, if I select cancer, instantly all of the visuals are updated. Also included one donut chart and one pie chart. One shows the distribution of test results, normal, abnormal, and inconclusive. So this will help us understand the diagnostic patterns. The next is gender distribution of patients. So you can see that it is almost equal, 49% female and 50% male. At the bottom I've added these cards. So there is total patients, how many total patients. Now if I click on a particular slicer, this will change. So there are total 9,227 patients suffering from cancer. So the user can interact accordingly. There is total billing, average billing, and high value patients, that is patients which are paying more than 50,000 rupees. Also have these two. So there are count of patient IDs, so it can also show how many patients are actually suffering from a particular medical condition, or how many females are suffering from hypertension. So you can get specific data also. Next we move on to the second page. On the second page there is billing amount by hospital and monthly trends. So on the left I created this bar chart which shows the top 10 hospitals based on total billing. So I used the top N filter. I've used a top N filter so that only the highest billing hospitals appear in this chart. This makes it easier to compare the best performing hospitals, and we can also understand which one contributes the most to the revenue. On the right we have this monthly billing trend line chart. So this shows how billing changes throughout the year. So there are months of the year and how seasonality can affect our patient income also. So we can also understand the peak months for patient admissions, like July and August have the most, and this way the hospital can analyze this and opt for budget planning for busy periods. Now below I've also added slices for medication, test results, gender, and medical condition. So if I do click on a specific hospital, it can show me billing amount by month. So you can see that for Johnson PLC the most amount of billing, like the highest billing amount, is in the month of May. And if we put on the other slices also, we can see, for example, if I say arthritis, and in Smith PLC you can see that it is the highest sum of billing for arthritis, and it observed mostly in the month of January. There are also KPIs for total billing, average of age, and total patients. So filtering by these help compare hospitals across different patient categories. Now if we talk about Johnson PLC and females suffering from asthma, or Miller LLC from female patients suffering from asthma, the average age is 58. So the hospitals can also understand their patient demographics this way. Third is a decomposition tree, which is a very useful visual for breakdown analysis. Now I recently learned about this, so I wanted to add it to my dashboard. I set the main metric as the billing amount, and this decomposition tree will help us to answer which factors contribute the most to the total billing amount. So we can drill down step by step. I used medical condition, gender, admission type, test result, and insurance provider. For example, you can start with medical condition. I went with diabetes, and then gender, I clicked on female, which cases were emergency, whose test results showed up as abnormal, and the insurance was provided by Blue Cross. So you can understand exactly which combination of factors are leading to higher billing, and it is very helpful for understanding cost drivers and finding patterns in the data. It will also help in root cause analysis and financial optimization. Now last is this drill through. To use this feature, we can actually just click on anything, on any visual from these previous pages. For example, I will click on this. If I right click on it and press on drill through, now it is showing me all the female patients who were admitted under emergency section suffering from diabetes and their test results were abnormal, but the insurance was provided by Blue Cross. So these are all the entries that were observed under this. And there are other things also. So it will provide full details. So there is year, month, day, count of patient ID, sum of billing amount. What happens is when I click on drill through, Power BI will automatically navigate me to this page and show only the records related to this selection. So what this does, it makes it easy to investigate specific categories or unusual patterns. So if I have to summarize, I will say that I chose a healthcare dataset from Kaggle and ensured it met all project guidelines. I cleaned the data thoroughly in Power Query using trimming, cleaning and removing blank rows. I created essential DAX measures. I built a 4-page interactive dashboard covering revenue by medical condition, monthly and hospital-wise performance, a decomposition tree for root cause analysis, and a drill-through page for detailed records. So this dashboard can be used by hospital administrators to make data-driven decisions regarding patient management, operational planning, and financial strategy. Thank you.